We're doing some assembly. I've gotten 2 out of 4 of these centers painted, machined 4mm off the back to accept the barrels that I personally chopped up. And today all I'm going to be doing is assembling these. I'm going to do one rear and one front with my new hardware from Elrich Wheel Works and some center caps, and we're just going to check them out how they look. First glance, I think they look sick. This goes in here. They look very cool. I was originally going to go gold, but I decided against it just on the fact of the plans I have for the car. I don't think it'll look as good as a clean white will. So I've never done this before at all. It's going to be a learning experience for everyone, but it shouldn't be too bad. I still haven't drilled the hole for the thing, for the valve stem on my big barrels, but I have them on my little barrels. So I'm figuring I'll build it, do that, and then drill those, and then when I can get the other 2 blasted and painted, I'll assemble those. So this will be the second to last video, the last video being fully assembled, tires mounted, all that kind of stuff. Let's just jump right into it. Okay, for those of you who aren't familiar with 3-piece wheels, I understand that I might be moving a little quick and kind of glossing over a couple things. Just a rundown of what's happened. These were originally 2-piece wheels. They had a lip, and it was one piece, the lip and the barrel, and then these centers popped in, and then they were bolted to the 2-piece wheel. Now that doesn't work for me because I want them to be much bigger, not just 8 inches in width. So what I've done is I've chopped 6 of these barrels, 6 of these 2-piece wheels into 6 barrels, and then I've ordered 2 4-inch barrels for my front. And I've finally gotten to the point where I'm assembling them. All I'm going to do is I'm going to line up where the original wheel weight removal point was. We're going to put it, I'm going to aim it just as a little thing. I'm going to aim the node on the center, the locating center on the thing, to that point, so it'll point towards the valve stem. I think that'll be neat. Grab the other one. So here you can see that this has a ridge on the back that's been machined out. This is just to accept this right here. Accept that. Boom. And then this was the factory ridge to accept this one. And they just go like will be the same process. I have a socket on the front, I have the rear one, and this is just a torque wrench set to 22 foot-pounds. The torque suggestions for this are all over the place, super unreliable. So what I've done is I've sort of found the most reliable I could, which was Black Forest Industries, who builds wheels. And they say 22 foot-pounds, so I'm using 22 foot-pounds. But some people say 40 or 35, and some people say 25, and I'm just like, I don't know what the hell these people are smoking. So we're just gonna go to 22 foot-pounds. You always want to torque them from the nut. So this is gonna be a bit of a dance that we do. So I'll just mark them as I go. Ta-da! That is one wheel done. All that's left is to run a bead of silicone down this seam, but it is together, and look at that. It looks freaking killer. What a great looking wheel. Look at that beautifulness. The one thing I still have left to do is I need to paint these like a chrome silver. This is just actually the original color that those came in and then sanded, ready for paint. But this is the one side assembled, and you can see how they're going to turn out. Those two still on the ground, still need to assemble them. But look at these puppies. Look how freaking huge those are. 10 1/4 front, 12 1/4 rear. Probably going to be looking at like a 315 rear, 285 front, something like that. Enormous. Look at this. Ah! Yeah, that's not totally on there. Look at that though. Ridiculous. I'm very happy with how these turned out. I have another set of center caps that I'm making just in case for shows and stuff, because I'm not sure how I feel about this gap with these Style 5 15 inches, but a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of effort has gone into these puppies. This one, this side is looking fantastic. I'm extremely happy with how they've turned out. Went down to the hardware, the center caps, the painting. The painting was a little bit of a letdown, but you win some, you lose some. I still think that turned out phenomenal, and these things are going to look incredible on an E30. I can't even imagine. And as far as I know, these are pretty much one of one for the set. I don't know of another set like this, identical as far as custom barrels, custom lips on the rears, and a 10 1/4, still 17. I know there's a lot of Style 5 18 conversions, but maintaining 17 is semi-uncommon, especially with the custom barrel. So I don't know anybody who did this, and I think it turned out awesome. The next step will be, you know, I'll get the other two assembled, but you guys saw the first one, so you don't need to see any more of that. And then I'll get the tires. I'll mount the tires, we'll throw them on the E30s. And now that I have the wheels done, we can start the body work, because all the body has to be built around the wheels and tires. Otherwise I could screw something up, and then I would be very upset if I had to redo everything just because my wheels don't fit. So I just want you guys to understand actually how big these things are. This is enormous, especially for a car this size. The dish on that, they look insane. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this adventure. I know that I've had these wheels for probably like a year now, and I've just now sort of gotten far enough to call them almost finished. I've been working on these as a side project a lot of the time as I've been you know, working on the other E30, looking for a new E30 to build, looking for the motor. But now all that's sort of falling into place, the wheels can fall into place, and I can start cutting the crap out of the new E30. So look forward to that. I'm just going to stare at these things. Later.